Hello, everybody. We're back to another very real reaction. My name is Jacob Wolfe, and this one is Game Theory: The Real Face Behind the Cult. If I'm correct, if I said that, if I can, I can't see it right now. But I'll be explaining it for myself. I'm sorry for no video yesterday. There are a few reasons behind that. Main one was, well, my mom pretty much said, yeah, off the internet. Yeah, you're off. Yeah. And I can understand why she did that pretty much, man, because we were on it for the entire day pretty much. So, yeah, by the time I was back on it, it was around like 11 to 10-ish. So I'm like, it's either I do this now and I'll rush make the video, or I can just wait a day. And plus, the day afterwards, or well, for today, we had I would say fam a, a family outing pretty much. We went down to a lake nearby and just had some fun there. Though going underwater that lake, I had some goggles on. I could not see I could legitimately not see one foot in front of me. Ooh, that was disgusting. But other than that, nothing really much has happened. So yeah, sorry for no video yesterday, but I do plan on making a video every single day. Well, every single other day at minimum, every single day at maximum. There might be a few days where I make 2 videos at once, but I really doubt it. So yeah, without further ado, let's go into this reaction. I have not reacted to a game theory on the channel yet, so this will be a pretty interesting video. Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1, play. Show up what I thought it was. Oh, we're going for a creepy intro now, like normal. Oh, this brings FNAF back. FNAF, jeez. Nope. Oh god, I got goosebumps now. No.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to
Oh.
Game Theory.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations,
Okay.
you've ascended.
That was very anticlimactic. I was waiting for a jump scare actually there. Thanks a lot, Game Theory. I'm not petrified now. I'm probably not gonna be able to go back to sleep now. I probably can't. And what I mean legitimately, like the video that I did about the bodybuilder bullcrap, that one made sure I could not sleep with my legs fully extended on my bed because I it's just a paranoia that I have. If anyone else has that, tell me down in the comments because with knowing me, it's probably just me who has that freaking fear. Well, enough for freaking go back to doing another intro apparently. Alright, let's continue though.
But further ascension is always possible by clicking the subscribe button and joining the Theorist cult. I mean, the Theorist community, of course.
Okay,
Last time we began our exploration of Kanye Quest 3030, the 2013...
Okay, so I might actually want to do a reaction on this one for tomorrow's video. That way I can actually fill in the gaps a little bit. Okay.
game hiding a sinister secret. What on the surface looks to be an RPG Maker
that was like actually a Pokemon game, actually, now think about that, because of the weird graphics. That was like a PC right there. Interesting.
Starring Kanye West trying to save the world from rival rapper Lil B is actually
really?
a starting point to a
I had not heard this. I know that seems actually.
Many believe is meant to be a recruitment tool into the mysterious cult known as Ascensionism. By giving the answer Ascend to a random NPC early in the game, you're taken to a room full of computers demanding input codes. Solve those codes and suddenly the game is swearing you to secrecy about this hidden game mode and asking for all your personal information including your name and address so someone can, quote, interact with you and your possessions in several ways. In our
What? Really? My question is, how did someone figure this out? Who has that much free time? Not even I have that much free time. It's freaking summertime for me. How? And why? Okay. This is not actually being as creepy as I thought it was. It's actually really intriguing for me, especially. Okay, let's see how this goes.
In our last episode, we looked into whether this could possibly be related to cult behavior, and we not
I
only
wanna
proved
do
the
that one next,
existence of an
actually,
ascensionist
for
religion
tomorrow.
prior to the game's release, but we also showed that these sorts of groups have used similar recruitment tactics in the past. So yes, on the surface, it absolutely seems very likely that Kanye Quest was being used by a cult. But I wasn't just satisfied with that answer, so we decided to dig deeper. And amazingly, we were able to find and communicate with the creator of Ascensionism themselves, which is, in fact, a real thing. Except, I'm getting ahead of myself. Here's the rest of the story. Kanye Quest 3030's hidden level is certainly unsettling, but it doesn't move into terrifying territory until the game starts asking you for personal information.
True,
that,
because
to me, is
that's a little bit scary there, because them knowing where you live, what your name is, what your birthday is, well, technically, everyone already knows that nowadays. Yeah. Let's continue. That's creepy as it was, actually.
Really starts to run cold and things get real serious. But what if I told you that RPG Maker doesn't have a built-in online component?
Huh?
Yes,
really?
The game pauses after you enter your information, but that pause is scripted. You can even see it in the game's code, creating the illusion that it sent your information off to someone.
Okay. That's interesting. So it's like just like could be part of the story of the game, kind of?
We were able to get, we tested it to see if it tried to connect to the internet with network monitoring software, and sure enough, nothing happened. It isn't outside the realm of possibility that someone could have built an online component into RPG Maker, but my copy of the game, which is meant to be a direct replica of the original, doesn't have that in there. And while sure, the QR code that you scan at the beginning of the ARG sequence could have loaded malicious software onto the computer, why ask for all that information again later? Without the original file or website, it's impossible to say
for
certain.
Ask for it twice when you already have it or when you already have access to it. That'd be pretty dumb. Like that's pretty much stealing somebody's phone, asking them for a phone. That's pretty much how that works. Let's continue,
but
though.
Something didn't seem to add up here. What makes things even more suspicious, though, is the connections this has to another ARG running at roughly the same time as Kanye Quest. The Pastebin anonymous poster who originally hacked into the game and discovered all this Ascension stuff provided a link to a now-defunct forum called Unfiction. Unfiction was a bulletin board where people would get together to discuss ARG happenings at the time, sort of like what we see today with Discord groups and Reddit pages. And we see that on September 30th, 2013, 2 months after the release of Kanye Quest, one of the forum members received a mysterious YouTube link to a video all about Ascensionism. A video that, unfortunately, is no longer available today. But reading through these old posts and seeing some of the embedded images, we can piece together the tone and feel of how this ARG went. Scary news stories with hidden binary codes, base 64 decrypting, adjusting the brightness levels of stock images, more QR codes, all your standard fare for this sort of ARG quest. Oddly enough, though, this separate ARG seemed to share strange similarities to Kanye Quest, specifically with keywords like Ogden, Jagtai, Iron, Idol, Petuns, and more. Words that were random enough that it rules out simple coincidence. It's also worth noting that the ARG link was sent to the Unfiction user in September of 2013, 2 months after the release of Kanye Quest.
Interesting. Okay. So this is like some really old stuff now, like 8 years, I think now. 8 years. No, I did that wrong. I did that right? I did that right, okay. So about 8 years now. Holy crap. I am older than I thought I am. Holy crap, sheesh. But, man. This is like really going, like, they go really into depth in this stuff, too, don't they? I'm gonna start doing a lot more reactions on them. Because I like some mysterious stuff. Creepy stuff, I can't do. Suspenseful stuff, I love it. Thrillers, awesome. But this is just... It's the perfect balance between suspenseful and creepy, if you know what I mean. So, Let's see how this one continues. I want to see, like, just...
It suggests to me that not only are the two ARGs connected, but that the creator was disappointed people weren't finding the trailhead hidden within Kanye Quest itself, and so instead tried to get more players to the ARG half of the game via more explicit means, by dropping it on an ARG-specific forum. Something that I suspect
dropping clues
they try one final time in 2015 via that anonymous page.
To get to that part of the game. Sheesh.
Spin post that finally got a critical mass of people talking about this thing. Our biggest clue that suggests that anonymous pastebin user is also our game's creator is timing. You see, the anonymous poster links to a video showing what happens when you type ascend at the right moment of the game. The link is to a video on the YouTube channel Ben9, but here's the thing. The Ben9 channel only has that one video. He's never posted anything before or since. And we've seen this sort of thing before with fake YouTube channels created specially for
Yeah, a few older channels that I used to have there are... Yeah. A few other channels that I used to have that are just out there now, apparently. But I had some weird comments that said, subscribe to my YouTube channel, blah, weird stuff. Have fun, sexy time, that stuff. Ugh. I'm actually really glad those comments are on my channel, or on this channel especially anymore. Because I'm like, oh my god, why are there so many of you? Why are there so many of you? Delete. Go away. Why on every single video I have? Oh, those were annoying. But I'm glad they're not on this channel. Sheesh. But yeah, especially for YouTube channels that are just like getting into business stuff like that. And that goes like... That goes into a lot. That goes into a lot of stuff. I don't really want to go into depth right now. Actually, sheesh. I'm not really thinking about that. That goes down a very long rabbit hole. Actually, let's continue though.
ARGs, specifically with Catastrophe Crow. They tend to have one, maybe two videos on there, and then the ARG-related one. This channel, Ben9, fits the mold perfectly. What's even stranger, though, is that the YouTube channel posted the video January 29th, 2015. The anonymous pastebin post about Kanye Quest went up...
Oh, wow. That's like really close to my birthday day. Really close to that, actually. We'll continue,
January 28th. 2015, a day before the YouTube link would have even been available. In other words...
Wait, really? Okay, that's actually really interesting, actually. Okay. Okay, let's continue.
With all the evidence that we have, I think we can confidently say that Kanye Quest 3030 and the Unfiction YouTube ARG had one person in common. Kanye Quest's creator, Phoenix. But who is Phoenix?
Yeah.
Are they actually a member of a cult trying to do some recruiting? Or are they just an indie game dev making something that's very convincing and very creepy? So this now becomes the tale of three posts. The original game posted by its creator, Phoenix, the YouTube video ARG posted on Unfiction, and the 2015 Pastebin post. All connected and all likely made by the same person.
That makes sense.
3 mysteries, 3 potential ways to find the next clue. And that next clue would be PayPal. On the Unfiction thread, one of the forum members, Cheza, decided to send 1 cent to a donation link that they found via the YouTube ARG, knowing that when you donate to PayPal, you get a receipt that's required to have a name on it. And the name Cheza got back was Nicholas Lyons. Nick Lyons.
I decided to start selling merch about a year ago, and the support from my fans has been noticed. One of the reasons why I chose Shopify to sell my...
Oh, Shopify. I heard of that, actually.
Phoenix. Could it be? Ladies and gentlemen, could this be the person who began it all? Who would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1970? Now, searching around for active accounts with the name Nick Lyons from 2015 brings you to a profile on Bandcamp, featuring links to social media pages for Ascensionism Records.
Oh, wow. Really? Okay. This is really going into this stuff. Like, legit. Okay. Man, I actually want to yeah. Man, okay, let's continue. If Phoenix is actually faking this, He's doing one heck of a job at faking it, like legit. But this is actually legit and just true. That's a little terrifying. A little terrifying. But let's continue.
Sporting the Ascensionist imagery of, you guessed it, an eye with a triangle in it. That same site today still sports the eye with the triangle, but now hosts music by someone else named Valerie. And this was a lead that I hadn't seen anyone else run down in any other coverage of Kanye Quest. So a member of our team contacted Valerie, and to our surprise...
When it's actually... when Game Theory actually goes... Well, actually make a video on something, that's very interesting. Or... a very good topic, because I have not seen any. Well, actually, no, I've not seen any game theory videos so far that have been not interesting or not good in any way. Actually, because they do an awesome job making everything either suspenseful or hilarious, or downright creepy sometimes. Or just jump scare full of it. Looking at you, FNAF. But let's continue.
They responded. And not just responded, but openly admitted to being the creator of Ascensionism. Suddenly, we started to get all the answers that we've been looking for. What we're about to read to you are excerpts of our full conversation with them. To protect their anonymity,
that's a creepy picture. That's a word creepy picture. I am
just
good.
A dramatic reenactment. And what you're hearing underneath and throughout are selections from the Ascensionism Bandcamp page. It would be helpful if you could introduce yourself. I have an idea of who you are in your relation to Nick Lyons, but I want to give you the opportunity to tell people in your own words so I can represent you the way you wish to be.
Hey, I'm Valerie Shepner-Harris. Nick Lyons is an alias I used in the past for a couple projects. It's not actually my name, and it never was. Originally, that was all it was, an alias. Of all of my work, I never expected that to be the thing that blows up.
Tell me all about Ascensionism and Ascensionism Records. What was the inspiration when the project started? Who worked on it? What were the goals when it started?
I have this sort of obsession. I like to have a lot of Bandcamp URLs handy. Part of the reason is I like the idea of having this sort of...
Oh god. Oh, the creepy vibe is making it to where I actually just hear everything now. Every sound, every crack, everything is freaking me out. Oh, I legitimately don't want to watch this anymore. Not because it's bad, but because it's freaking me the flip out. Let's continue though.
Disjointed presence, this fragmented maze of random remnants of information and art scattered across many different places, and then not actually telling anyone about them. As for Ascensionism specifically, I started projects with a very loose, intangible goal in mind. My brain was just like religion, cult, ARG, and then I get this urge to make something to relate to that concept and how it feels in my head. Then, when I actually finished the audio, I ended up having to spend weeks thinking of a name, cover, how it should be presented, etc. It doesn't come naturally to me, not like the music itself does. In terms of the actual reception the concept project has gotten, I have the David Lynch approach, honestly. Every interpretation is correct as long as there is no true interpretation that can be communicated properly through language.
The music currently up on your Bandcamp is very interesting. The change in feelings is striking. To me, it feels like it's an emotional journey, but what's your intention with the album?
Those albums, that was the closest I managed to get to the main driving force behind Ascensionism. That being like the idea of being adopted into a cult, religion, putting your life into it, your money, being promised that because you're doing this, everything will be okay.
I remember that one actually from watching a video over on YouTube actually. What? I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I'm legit not gonna sleep tonight. But I was watching a video on Mr. Ballin, I think is his name. I watched a few of his videos back in a few months ago. Actually watched a few from his videos actually. But it was just very just weird. It was this man. Well, I think this was him. But they said something about him and Betty, someone named Betty, I think, being their saviors. I think something like that. But this one is, I'm not as much creep out of this one as much as I am intrigued in it, actually.
Your future will be safe. But then one arbitrary mistake, one thing that goes against the will of some specific circle of people that make the rules, having it taken away from you without question. One of the biggest in particular,
That scared me.
Scientology. The more and more I learn about Scientology, the more it makes my heart ache for the people whose lives have been reduced to nothing because of it.
When did you personally become aware of the Kanye Quest 3030 pastebin post that claimed to link your Ascensionism Bandcamp page, an ARG unfiction thread,
3030. Could that have something to do with 2020, actually? If we're going down just conspiracy freaking stuff, we'll crap right now. Could they have anything to do with that? Who knows? Who knows? It's a pretty out there, just out there topic I just threw out there, but who knows? So let's continue.
a cult and the game together. Have you read the post? Do you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, so Kanye Quest. It's not actually related to me. For a long time, I wanted to make music for games. Because of this, I spent hours and hours finding and talking to folks in random game developer group chats on Skype, Discord, TeamSpeak, etc. I would say sometimes, hey, feel free to use my work or even just my ideas in your stuff for free. Just make sure you credit me. And with Kanye Quest, I don't really know. I don't know who developed it. I don't know why. I guess they just liked my work and wanted to incorporate it somehow while challenging themselves to implement some weird mechanics into their game. Honestly, I've never played the game.
So Phoenix is actually not. If what's the person they're talking to, I don't know what gender they are. I'm guessing it's female, just from the voice. I'm guessing, but it could be a voice actor. I'm guessing, but if what they're saying is true, then Phoenix has no ties whatsoever to Ascensionism whatsoever. Ascension, my bad. I said that wrong. Actually, my bad. I probably said it wrong again, but my bad. But well, that's my brother. But if they have no ties, then what is their motive? Like, legit, what is the reason I'm making that the way it is?
Made by a cult. Ascensionism isn't a cult. Maybe someday I can try starting a cult, but that day has not come yet.
How did the attention
so
that came from the
Ascensionism's not
theories
a
on YouTube
cult.
affect you? What effects, if any, did they have on the direction of your own art?
It meant a lot to see that my work meant so much to so many people, and I often wanted to
So it's
say
like,
something.
so Ascensionism, I can't say it legit. Oh. Okay, I'm still recording, sort of. I can't see him. I guess like 5 minutes longer. Okay. Well, that just happened. But I'm guessing it's just like a group of people who have one motive, sort of, just like a club, I guess. That's pretty much all I can describe it as.
But I was worried it would just seem like a baseless claim, especially since during that period of my life I never saved project files and I deleted stuff constantly, so I worried I wouldn't have any evidence to back anything up. Since then, I've started focusing more on the music under my actual name over aliases. The more I figure myself out as an artist, the more comfortable I am releasing my work without hiding behind a separate page. Obviously, there's merit to anonymity, but you can't have that anonymity and then still get upset when the ignorance that anonymity relies on bites you in the ass.
You mentioned you have a new project on the way. What is it? For people who have truly enjoyed the projects that you've worked on, is there a way that they can follow you or keep an eye out for the next things that you're working on?
The Wax Divulgence. Most of the details behind it are secret currently. If you like my work, you can follow me at Winter Couplet, and anyone is free to reach out at any time.
And that, my theorists, puts an end to the story of Kanye Quest. In the end, it wasn't a... And that...
I don't have Twitter personally because, well, I'm underage for it, apparently. But if anyone who wanted to watch this video at all wanted to reach out to her and ask her a few questions of their own, they could. Just right there. That's her Twitter account, or their Twitter account, apparently. Interesting.
That, my theorists, puts an end to the story of Kanye Quest. In the end, it wasn't
I don't know if I'm going to do a
tool.
reaction to that one. That one right here. Because it might terrify me, actually.
Cults. Sharing that work in online game forums resulted in a budding game designer named Phoenix to create an ARG, adopting Ascensionist ideas to help make it extra. Game designer named Phoenix to create an ARG, adopting Ascensionist ideas to help make it extra
here. I'm like, what's that?
They packaged it all up into the meme game Kanye Quest 3030, but after 2 months, got tired of waiting for people to get started, seeding the ARG portion out to the unfiction forums. 2 years later, they would do the same thing again. They jumped onto YouTube, recorded a video showing how to access the ending, and hammered out a 2,500-word hint to the ARG community to get them started. The post blew up, and the ARG finally achieved the critical mass that it had been looking for the entire time. Except no one ever really figured it all out. There seemed to never really be an end game to this thing. Just a mysterious work of art that was seeded out to the world to keep people guessing. In the end, this was never the story of a cult, but rather the story of two brilliant artists inspired by cults, who created one of the most fascinating, interconnected ARGs ever to be found online. But hey, that's
just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Yes. Wow. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that one. I might do this one, though. I might do this one, actually, because this one is probably going to terrify me even more than this one, actually. But, okay. But, yeah. Alright, so I'll just double the length of the video again. Yeah. Alright, so enough further ado. I'll see you guys next reaction. This one, like, really terrified me, though. So I'm probably gonna sleep all nights. So, yeah. But yeah. Now I did say this one of my other not my other videos, but one of the comments on my other videos. So if you guys have any videos you want to react to at all, like legit, I keep saying legit for no reason. But if you have any videos you want to react to, well, because I'm only one person. There might be a video out right now that everyone's loving, is hilarious. I have no clue what's that. I have not seen it yet. I have not had any connections to it, like, whatsoever. So, yeah. If you have any videos that I have not seen, if I have seen that, I'll tell you in the comments. Then please tell me down in the comments down below. I'll gladly react to them. And, yeah. Depending... Well, nah, technically I'm old enough. So, yeah, without further ado, I'll see you in the next video. See you guys then. Bye.